Come on, come on, come on. Now touch me, baby. Can't you see? Try introducing the member badge and okay. JB's in the house. Rich. What's happening, Richard? Gabriel. I can't read that name. Sorry, I don't read Arabic or whatever the language that is. Not now, not now. Let's get rolling. JC Moore, MVP. Stanley 6-speed. Flamingo. Carrie, Sydney, Australia. How is it going down under? Bloody jolly good down. No, wrong link. Wrong. Sorry. Bill Collins, what's happening? Thomas, MVP. What's going on, Tom? How's it going there, Mr. Tom? All righty. Pressure, what's happening over there, Mr. Pressure? All righty. Let's get ready to get rolling. All right. Get comfortable here. All right. I think I got everything ready to go. Let's double check on YouTube just to make sure everything's up and running. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Let's double check on YouTube. Give me see if everything's up and running. There's my, what do you call that damn stuff? Social media. All right. All right, and we're live. 2 of them. All right, cool beans. That being said, let's get ready to roll. Thomas, MVP. Tom, Golden Tempest. How you doing? Richie, what's happening? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Good luck. All right, anyway. Good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by The 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks. Still learning, not small job. Okay, cool. Way to go. John, what's going? Oh, damn. Scorpio. Eric. Oh, damn. Glasses. All right. Danny Boy. Lamb Matthew. Oh, damn. Alan. Abe. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name's James. Like I said, this is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Jonathan, what's happening? What is this about? Jonathan, this is about investing in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, Jonathan, that is over 50% per year if that interests you. Some people it does, some people it doesn't. Some people it's a little too slow, some people it's not. Do you have a course? Yes, I do, Judith, but I'm not trying to sell anything here, okay? This is just educational whatsoever. I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. Now, I do have shit for sale. If you want to buy it, it's in the link in the bio. All that stuff in there. Fun. I'm just here to educate you, answer some questions, and maybe help you out learning something a little bit different. It says, this light of mine. All right, Jonathan, this light of mine. I have no idea where that says that. What does your shirt say? Okay, Zivons, it says, that's a no. What the hell were you thinking? Hey, it's this guy kind of like a catchphrase because I take a look at dividend stocks. I take a look at other stocks that people ask me to, give my opinion on. Now, a lot of them are, in my humble opinion, not worth investing in. But that's just my opinion because I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, that's over 50% per year. Now, it doesn't come willy-nilly. It doesn't come just because you ask for it. You actually have to do something. Okay, so if you have an interest in investing your own money, taking responsibility of what you worked for, you got 2 choices. When it comes to retire, you've got to figure out where is your money coming from. Social Security may or may not cut it, okay? So you take a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there, you throw it aside, and eventually when it comes time to retire, that money has to bring you in some type of return. Well, I'm retired. I have my little nest egg, and it's little, so however much money you think I have, probably not. It's probably less. I probably have less than you think I have. But I'm not going to play that game, so don't even ask. That being said, William McKinney, hello from Kansas. I didn't know people actually still live there. Isn't that amazing? I'm down here in St. Petersburg where it's warm all the time. Unfortunately, it wasn't really that warm today. It was somewhere in the 60s. I actually had to wear a sweater today. Anyway, that being said, let's see what kind of questions we have today. Do you know ICT concept? Lazar, if you could please briefly explain to me what ICT concept is. Because I have done a lot of work in my life. A lot of work. A lot of stuff I have done. Every single job I've actually had, they have acronyms. They have these little titles for, what's this, what's that? Yeah, ICT, I have no idea what that means. If you can clue me in, I'll tell you whether or not I understand it. So, over here on YouTube, my shirt like that. Can someone please tell me why I can't kiss my sister? You can't even want, it's just a little disturbing. Habibo, you've been doing 10 minutes for 10 years. You would be made of money, just have invested in Google or Amazon. Okay, thank you. You could have put your money from day one in Amazon and done nothing and made more money. Yeah, probably. Dildo, interesting name. When will you launch a meme coin? Okay, I want you to rug us, please. Oh, yeah, I heard about that today. I have no idea what that means, but I have a slight idea, kind of like a pump and dump scheme, or pull the rug out from me. Yeah, I don't do that. Sorry, I don't do cryptocurrency. And Habibo, terribly sorry. I don't, I really enjoy when people tell me how I should spend my money and how I should spend my time. Okay, Amazon does not thrill me, because it has no dividends and it doesn't share its profits. So I'm at a point in my life where I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm looking for cash flow. And Amazon doesn't do that. So you got to come up with something a little bit better, because every time you come up with an insult, it's not a very good one. So dig a little deeper. You got to have it in you somewhere, especially with a name like Habibo. What the hell kind of a name is that? Anyway, two can play this game. Just in case you were wondering, Habibo, you don't really need to be here. All right, Jordan, crypto is very volatile. You have to watch it like a hawk. Yep, but Jordan, I don't do crypto. All right, Jeff, what's the best thing to look for with a dividend stock? Now, Jeff, it's always going to be dependent upon what it is you are looking to get. Okay, if you're looking for capital growth, dividend stocks really aren't it. If you're looking for a high rate of return, the shorter term stocks. Now, I look at companies that have some historical performance, 15, 20 years of consistently increasing dividend payments. You're not going to get that with a high yield, because that's probably what you're looking for, something with a high yield. That's not the game I play. I look for safety, consistency of consistency of profitability, okay? But safety and consistency of profitability are my two main factors. Okay, I'm looking for cash flow. I'm not looking for capital appreciation. I'm not looking for any of that stuff that's, what do you call that? I'm not looking for the next shiny object. I'm not looking to isolate and figure out who the next Amazon's going to be, who the next Blockbuster is going to be. I'm not looking for any of that stuff. I'm looking for simple, safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Okay. Buy and hold wants to take a look at Harley Davidson. Habibo, you wouldn't need a dividend with Amazon. You would have made millions anyway. Okay. Like I said, Habibo, I really like it when people tell me how to live my life. I appreciate it. Bob, covered calls on stocks, strong historical dividends, and upcoming EX dividend date. Is that the strategy? Absolutely. Okay, so buy and hold wants to take a look at Home Depot. So I get no problem with Home Depot being number one on the list today. I like Home Depot. It's a dividend king, increased its dividends for more than 5 decades. That works for me. Garrett, what do I think of Google? No. I wouldn't know if Google's undervalued or not, only because Google has only started to recently pay dividends, which I believe they're on year 2 or year number 3. We'll take a look at that in a second. Hold on. You got burned on consolidated freight. We'll continue to own it and sell options. That makes sense. We'll take a look at that one also. Okay, Mark, we'll take a look at Coca-Cola also. Happy person, 1% a week is better than 99% hedge funds. Why don't they do this strategy then? I honestly could not answer that question for you, happy person. All right, so I am going to pause these right here for now. Okay, I'm going to pause all the questions for now. We're going to run over those right at the moment. D. Jordan, have you heard of OKLO? It's an energy company that specializes in mobile and nuclear fission reactors. Going to be valuable with the upcoming AI boom. Okay. I bought Nvidia shares 8 years ago. If you want, I can tell you what to buy. Only issue, you got to hold for 5 to 8 years. Yeah. Okay, Habibo, you and I are on different levels, dude. You're really wasting your time being there unless you enjoy being insulting. Okay, if you do, hey, fine. I got no problem with it. I wouldn't buy Nvidia if you gave it to me. Okay, the company has a $2.74 book value, and the dividend's 1 cent per quarter, which is 4 cents a year. Why the hell would I invest in a company that pays 4 cents a year with a price tag of $130 a share? Sorry, that doesn't work for me. The numbers just don't work. But you have fun with it. You're probably doing good. Nvidia, that's a, what do you call it? Capital appreciation stock. Not something I'm looking for. Terribly sorry to disappoint you, though. All right, so we're going to pause the questions right here. We're going to take a look at the ones you want to look at. First one on the list, Garrett wants to take a look at Google. All right, first off, I want to take right over to Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance. Only because I want to see how often has Google paid dividends. GOOGL. Okay. Not quite what I wanted to look at. GOOGL. Try it one more time. All right. $184. All right. Oh, Tracy, how are you doing today? You need to rake rest. I have no idea what rake rest means. Sleep, MF. Yeah. I'll get plenty of sleep when I'm done, when I'm dead. I don't know. All right. Historical prices. Now we're going to look at how often does Google pay dividends. Okay, right there. Right here, the maximum amount of dividends. Here we go. All right. See, I have a little bit of an issue with Google. They've paid 3 dividends and only 3 dividends. So we got, 19 years to go before this even becomes a contender on mine? All right, fine. Okay, I can share one piece of advice we both will agree on. Don't bother with a small company. They end up going broke or being bought out. It's a lot funny stuff going on with them. All righty then. Habiba, that's the nicest thing you've said all the time. Okay, you've been here, a couple of times? That's the nicest thing you said. All right, so who wanted? Okay, Garrett, you see this? Garrett, 3 dividends. Okay, now there's 9,918 or 60. You know what? Let's check. We haven't checked in a while. Let's actually check and find out. Now I'm going to a website called FinViz, Financial Visualizations. Now what this is going to do for us, FinViz Stock Screener, there we go. Where is it? There it is right there. It's going to tell me exactly how many stocks are in the stock market today. Here we go, right here. 9,946. It changes every week. So at this moment in time, 9,946 companies. So why would I invest in Google? they've had 3 dividends. That's it. Okay, so the fun of it, let's go here to the dividend yield. Okay, that's going to break down how many companies actually have a dividend. Okay, positive dividend and 5,720. Okay, so there's 9,900 different stocks to choose from. And out of all those, there's only 5,720 that actually share that profits. Okay, so that being said, no, I don't like Google. Sorry. DAFA, you got burned on consolidated freight, CF. Okay, interesting. Now, I always start out looking the exact same thing. I do it very methodically. A plus B equals C, so on and so forth. If you've been here for a while, you know exactly how I do it. First thing I want to see is the 1-year chart. On the 1-year chart, I'm looking for 5 things. Actually, I'm looking for 5 things on every chart I look at. Number 1, the high. Number 2, the low. Number 3, where was it? Number 4, where is it right now? And number 5, you just take your little finger and go like this. Up, down, up, down. Simple. Okay. Next, before I look deeper into the chart, I want to figure out how much money am I going to make off of this company if I decide to buy it. Okay, so right now it's at 83.20. Actually, 80.26 was the last trade. Now, at 81, it's going from 40 cents to 75 cents. Oh, no. That's tomorrow. So tomorrow's not going to work. We need to look at next week. Next week, here we go. 80.26 to 81, 130 to 160. Great, that's over 1%. Remember I said I'm looking for 1% per week. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Never buy a company you don't understand. Never buy something that doesn't make sense. If you don't understand it, don't buy it. And some more questions over here. Please set up the other YouTube channel so we can see the charts. Uh-oh. What's up? Not able to see the monitor on the other channel. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, how does that look now? I'm still getting used to the software. All right. NTX Mike. The other YouTube channel is showing your OBS program, not the charts. Please fix it. Okay, got it. All right, so DAFA, consolidated freight, CF. Okay, here's the high, the low. Look at the movement, up, down, nice. So the number here is working fine. I don't really know. Now, when you say you got burned by it, my assumption would be you probably bought it somewhere up here and then it dropped. Okay, I'm not quite sure what you did, so I really can't help you out. But if you want my opinion and you want to chat a little bit, drop me your phone number in the DM. I'll give you a call tomorrow and we'll talk about it. Preferably before the market closes so we can take a look at what's going on. Now, for those you don't know, number 1, there are about 30 people pretending to be me. Okay, now I've always known that if you're doing something good, you're going to get some imposters, some imposters. Anyway, that being said, if you really want to have a conversation with, if you really want my advice, drop your phone number, email it, text it, send me a DM, and I will give you a call. You can ask in the chat room, does he actually call? Yes, I do. Okay, so I don't send texts, I don't send DMs, I don't send telegrams, I don't do WhatsApp, I don't do any of that stuff. This is the only thing I do. If you get an email telling you, hey, I got a great deal on cryptocurrency. No, that's not me. Okay, even if you think it sounds like me, pick up the phone and say, hey, let's talk. I'm old school. I am so old school, I write shit down and I actually use the phone in which it was originally intended. Reach out and touch someone. Pick up the phone and call. That's the way I do things. Terribly sorry. All right. Now, there have been plenty of people who've been scammed out of money because someone said it was me. I'm telling you, it probably wasn't. Got some more questions over here. Hi, I need funds. Cool beans. Fernando, fax. Do I have a fax? Yeah, I do have a fax machine. If you, yeah, you can fax it to me if you like. Alrighty. I missed some of these questions. Let's go back a little bit. Where did we stop off? Right here. Okay, CF. Mark Gnomes wants to take a look at Coca-Cola. Wait a minute. Let me finish up with consolidated freight first. Okay. So as I was saying, DAFA. Okay. If you want to chat about CF, I'll give you a buzz in the morning, but you got to send me your number first. Okay, Mark, Coca-Cola. Let me finish up with CF first. Okay. Number one, I wouldn't be jumping into this one right now, only because look at where we are. Get your 30-day bottom here. She jumps up and pulls back. What's going on here? I'd like to know. I'd like to see what happens tomorrow and the next day before I jump into this. All right, that being said, next on the list is going to be Coca-Cola. Now, I normally don't buy Coca-Cola. Now, I've been investing for over 20 years, and I think I may have bought Coca-Cola once or twice, only because the numbers have a tendency not to be that great. All right, first thing, remember 5 things? The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Where's it going? Down, up, down, up. Okay, 70.04. I'm not going to do this one either, only because I don't buy at the high of a 30-day period. Okay, 30-day low, 30-day high, no thank you. Simple, wasn't it? And like I said, we looked 2 or 3 minutes ago, we looked 9,900, 64 different companies? A whole bunch. Why would I invest in something when it doesn't look right? Also, $70. The 70 is going from 49 to 69. Not quite 1%. That's a no right there. See, that's a no. Numbers don't work? No, thank you. Okay. Jeff Jurassic, Macy's and Hewlett Packard. Oh, before I go on any further, please do me a favor. Only ask the question once. Before the night is over, I will answer each and every question. Every single question before the night is over, 11:30. So I'm going to be here for the next 2 hours, at 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. For the next 2 hours, and I will answer each and every single question. So only ask the question once, I will get to it. Coca-Cola is going to be a no. The numbers just don't work, and it's at the 30-day high. No, thank you. Macy's, just to let you know, I do have some Macy's. Okay, just so you know, Macy's. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What's it doing? Up, down, sideways, down, sideways. Here's the bottom here. There's the top there. We're at 1578. The 16s are going for 24. That's well over 1%. Now, for those of you that are new here, I will do a couple sample trades for you to see how it works. As I said before, I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. I do have a bunch of stuff to sell. I've written 15 books, a bunch of video courses, and I get over 880 videos on YouTube. And I have 900 episodes of a podcast. So that's a lot of shit that I got. But I'm not trying to sell anything here, just so you know. Okay, let's go. Habibo. You only need to understand to know when to stop your losses when the market is going down, because eventually, if you wait long enough, the market will always go up. All right, thank you. Buy and hold, we are going to take a look at Home Depot. So, drill, baby, drill, not so hot. Okay, can't help you out with that one. But how many threesomes have you had? Well, enough. Probably more than I should have. All right. So, Macy's, I love Macy's. If you take a look at my stock buys last year, now I do post every single trade that I've made. Last year, oh, right here we go. Let's take a gander. Okay, this is my website. Crawl all the way down to the bottom. As we can start, here's week 42, week 41, week 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 33, 27, 22. You can go all the way back to week number 1 of last year. You'll see every single trade I've done last year. The buys, the sells, all that stuff. This week right here, week number 14, first week, second quarter, I made 1.43%. Here's all the buys. See, here's the timestamp. Here's what it was, covered call. Here's the position right there. This is the stock, all that kind of stuff. Every single trade I made in 2024 is on there. Now, if you go further down, you'll see how long I've been doing this. All the way down right there. Now, I've cut and pasted this out of an old, what do they call those things? I forget what they call those. Blog, that's what it was. An old blog I did back in 2011. So I've been doing this for quite a while. I started out in 2011. What date was it? I think it was in August. Yeah, August 31st, 2011. That's when I first started sharing my trades. Now you can see week number 26, July 6th, 2013. There was a huge drop in the last few weeks. We took a break from trading, waiting for the dust to settle, blah, 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 blah. I used to do a blog post every single week. Now, if you slide down a little bit further, I used to do videos too. Okay, this one is from March 23rd, 2013. Look at this, the 1-year chart, the 90-day chart, the 30-day chart. You'll hear me saying and doing the exact same thing I've done 10, 15 years ago. So it's not something new. You're just new to here. Now, like I said, I have over 800, hold on. Let's go all the way back up. All the way back up, all the way back up, all the way back up. Because there's 52 weeks. Here's week 25, week 26, 27, blah, blah, blah. And then in July, I added a third account. So you guys get to see 3 accounts. I share 3 accounts with you guys. Let's go all the way back at the top. What am I looking for again this time? Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to go to YouTube. Come on. There we go. There's my profits and loss year to date. You can see all my profits, all my losses. They're all there, all posted for everyone to see. YouTube, I believe we are up to, hold one second, I'll be there in a second. Come on, I should probably get some faster internet. Right there, 889 videos. Now, I've been doing this for about 15 years. Look at 3,100 subscribers. It's like, I have more subscribers on TikTok in a year than I do in 15 years with YouTube. Don't ask me why. It is what it is. Okay, so let's get back to where we were. Let's keep looking at some stocks. We're looking at Macy's at the moment. I love the numbers. We are going to do a sample trade on Macy's so you can see how it works. Now remember, it's simple, safe, predictable, and consistently profitable. That's what I'm looking for, consistency and profitability. Okay, so a year ago, Macy's was at 19, and she shoots up to the high of the year at 22. What is that? 22.10. Last 90 days. Okay, same thing. 5 things. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at the motion. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so we know which direction it's going. The 90-day high is right there. The 90-day low is right there. Now, that just gives me an idea for the last 3 months. Doesn't really tell me where it's going next. Now, for that, I like to go for the last 30 days. And that would be right there. Okay, here's the last 30 days. It's pretty easy to see. Okay, 30-day bottom, 30-day top, pulls back, shoots back up again. Now, do you really want to jump in at this moment in time? I don't. Now, I already own it, so I don't mind holding it, but it's going up. Now, I'm thinking of getting rid of it because very soon, this thing's going to start having profit taken. Why do I say that? Well, look at the bottom right here. 14.20. Now it's at 15.80. Well, 14.20 to 15.80 is a $1.60 move. Well, a $1.60 move on a $14 stock, well, that's about 11 or 12% move. So it goes from 2 weeks, jumps up 12%. Okay, if you don't take your profits with a 12% increase in 2 weeks, that's your own damn fault. Here's two things you want to write down and remember. Number one, it ain't a profit until you take it. It may look good on paper, but that paper ain't going to do you any good unless it is spendable or investable, however you want to look at it. Number two, nobody ever went broke taking profits. Okay? That's two to live by. It ain't a profit till you take it, and nobody ever went broke taking profits. Simple. All right, so that's Macy's. It is on my list. Let's do a quick covered call on it so you see how it works. It's not that difficult. Now, I use Thinkorswim. I've been using Thinkorswim for 20 years because Tom Sosnos, the one who created this, sold it to TD Ameritrade. And I used it with TD Ameritrade for years. And then TD Ameritrade just got bought out by Charles Schwab. So now Charles Schwab owns it. And they're letting us continue to use it because it's an awesome trading platform. Everything I need is right there at my fingertips. I don't have to go screen to screen to screen to screen trying to remember all this stuff. I'm old. I don't want to have to remember, oh, what did that chart look like again? What were those premium again? What did it? No, I don't want that. Everything I need is right here. Okay? Stocks information, option information, the chart. If I want to add another chart, I can. Okay, it's not that difficult. You can set it up the way it works best for you. All right, so let's actually do a trade on Macy's. And I'm going to do the 16 because right now it's at, you know what? Let's do the 1550. The 1550 is going for 49. I'm going to lose 28. That's 21. That's over 1%. That works. It's a very safe trade as long as it's over 15 by next Friday. Okay, well, let's do a 15. 1550. All right, so let's get rid of this. Let's change this, okay, to covered stock. Now, these are all the different trading strategies you can use. So just knowing when a stock's going to move is only half the battle. How are you going to capitalize on that information? All right, so covered call, I like it because it's simple, it's safe, it's predictable, and I can do it consistently every single week. Look, 21 February, that's tomorrow. 28 February, that's next Friday. 7 March, that's 2 Fridays away. 3 Fridays away, 4 Fridays away, 5 Fridays away, 6 Fridays away, so on and so forth. Every single week, I can do this strategy. Buy the stock, you own the stock, you can do whatever you want with it when you own it. My goal is to buy it at the current price, $15.78, sell it to someone else at $15.50. Now you think I'm losing? No, I'm not, because I'm collecting on the, I can't see it. Hold on, let's go back. Okay, on the $15.50, I'm collecting 49 cents a share. Okay, so you add the 49 cents a share to the strike price. My effective sale price would be $15.99. And that's higher than $15.78, more than 1% higher. So what does the stock have to do? It's got to stay above $15.50 between now and next Friday. Okay, simple enough, right? So let's change this back to covered stock. Let's get the $15.50 right here. Now, for the fun of it, let's do the $15.50 and then let's do the 16. See which one sounds better to you. All right, so I'm going to do just one contract. That way the number is not too big and people don't freak out. Market order. Now, the reason why I want to do a market order is so that the trade opens up first thing in the morning. Okay. The following was expected to place the amount. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Whatever. I like reading the fine print. What does it say? Okay, so here's the order. Listen closely, because every time you do an order, you should say it out loud so you can hear it other than see it. Because every once in a while, I say this every night, and you want to hear something funny? This is freaking riot. Most beginners are going to lose money by hitting the wrong button. So I always tell people, read it out loud, the order, so that it makes sense. This morning, seriously, this morning, I hit the wrong button. It cost me a couple $1,000. I was like, ah, damn it. I did. I hit the wrong button this morning with Riley. Terrible. All right, anyway, buy one covered call, Macy's 100s. That's the weeklies. 28 February 25, that's next Friday, which means this option order expires next Friday. Now, I don't buy options because 80% of all stock options expire worthless. I do not want to be in that category. Okay? If it's going to expire worthless, I don't want to buy them. I want to sell them. So I'm in the 80% group, not the 20% group. Anyway, odds and probabilities. I want odds and probabilities in my favor. Uh-oh. My voice is getting ready to go, which is kind of good because I'm not doing this tomorrow night or Saturday night. I get to have 2 days of rest. All right, let's keep on going. The 1550 call strike against the stock. Because remember, I'm buying the stock. I'm selling somebody the rights to buy it from me for the same price I just paid for it. I'm collecting $23 per share. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but let's do the math. All right. The math. Need a calculator for that. Let's clear this. The maximum profit, $23.50. $23.50. And to find out the rate of return, we take the profits and divide it by the outlay. How much is it costing me? The cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, right there. 1527. 1527 gives me a grand total of 1.5%. Okay, now 1.5% is more than 1%. So I like that deal. And I like Macy's. Macy's was very profitable for me last year. I think I made over 50% on Macy's last year. Nice. It works for me. All right, so that's the 1550. Let's do the 16 to see what that looks like. It's probably going to be a little bit more. Let's get this out of here. Let's get this out of there. Get that out of there and go to the 16. All right, so we're going to go to the 16. The exact same thing. We're going to do one contract right there at the market. And here we go. Oh, look at that. My profit on this one is going to be 47. So let's read it so you hear what it sounds like. Buy one covered call Macy's 100. That's the weeklies. 28 February 25. That's next Friday. The $16 call strike against the Macy's stock at the market to open. Maximum profit, 47 bucks. It's going to cost $15.53. Let's do the calculations again. Okay, maximum profit, 47. Divide that by 15.53. 15.53. And that's going to equal 3%. Well, hold on a second. Now, the 15.50, the stock has to stay above 15.50. Well, currently it's at 15.78. So that's kind of a no-brainer. I get the 1% and it's a safe trade. However, it only pays 1.5%. This one here, the $16 strike price, you're getting 3%, but the stock has to go up. So right now it's at 15.78. Do you think it's going to be over 16 by next Friday? There's the risk. It's either going to be above 16 by Friday or not. But 15.50 is a safer trade. So what do? Safer trade, get 1.5%, or a riskier trade and get 3%. Me personally, I'd go with the 15.50 because I'm not greedy. I'm perfectly happy with 1% per week. And this, not this one, but the 15.50 gives me 1.5%. Now, if you didn't know, 1.5% per week comes to over 75% per year. Simple interest, not compounded. Compounded is probably over closer to 100%. Closer. Compounded. There's a big difference between simple interest and compounded interest. All right, so let's keep on going. So that's Macy's. I like Macy's. Jeff wanted to take a look at Hewlett-Packard also. So let's take a look at Hewlett-Packard. HPQ. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of here, back to there, and back to here. Now, as you heard me say, I'm looking for 5 things every time I look at a chart, HPQ. Now, I want you to make a mental note. I'm going to hit the enter button. HPQ is going to pull up, and then in your head, count how long does it take for you to see the 5 things. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, and what the direction. Now, it should take anywhere between 3 to 5 seconds. That's it, 3 to 5 seconds. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go. High, low, was, is, direction. Up, down, sideways, down, up. Okay, 4 or 5 seconds. Not that much time. So what am I looking for here? One, I want to have some kind of idea of what the motion of the stock is. Okay, here's the bottom. Here's the top. Look at the motion. Up, sideways, peaks here, drops here, and then back up again. That's the motion of the ocean, however you want to call it. Gives me an idea. Now, what am I looking for? Well, I don't want it at the bottom of the year. And if it is at the bottom of the year, is it dropping or is it turning around to going back up again? I don't want it at the top of the year because I don't buy anything at the high. At the high is time to sell, not the time to buy. All right, so I can live with this. However, I don't think it's going to be a good deal because it's at a 30-day high. Okay? See? 30-day bottom, 30-day high. Look at the bottom, 31, 35. That's a $4 increase. Now, I know that doesn't sound like much to you, but a $4 increase on a $31 stock, well, that's about 12%. That's about a 12% increase. Okay, now today pulled back a little bit. Could it mean that today this thing's going to turn around, come back down again? Sorry, Hewlett Packard, it's too high for me to take it, take it into consideration. But that's what it is. Nice T-shirt. You like that one? All right. Happy end of the week. James, how are you today? Paul Rudd, GE, General Electric, cool beans. That company's over 100 years old. Nope. Sorry. No, I shouldn't say no. I'm going to say not this week. Okay, that better, not this week, because look at where it is. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never, ever, ever heard anybody tell me, hey, James, General Electric is at the high of the year. It's at 208. It's never been at 209. But hey, if you buy it, it probably will. Yeah, no, thank you. I never, ever buy at the high of the year. Look. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's all they do. Okay, now she went up. Now she's going to come back down again, eventually. And when she does, she'll come down to a certain point, turn around, go back up again. Because that's what stocks do. If you're expecting a stock to come over to your house and take your dog for a walk or wash the dishes, take the trash out, sadly mistaken. They go up, they go down. That's it. Okay, who do you get over your Instagram? Break too late. Okay, cool beans. All right, so sorry about that. No on General Electric. Hey, Chatterbox, cool beans. All right, let's go back to where was General Electric? These things keep moving on me. Right, there's Coca-Cola, CF. Okay. Oh, somebody wants Kate. So Paul, sorry about that on General Electric. Yeah. AT&T is going to be the exact same. See, high of the year. No, thank you. Sorry about that. Talk crypto. Jeff Jurassic. BBY. Isn't that Best Buy? It is. Check that out. Interesting, but it's at the 30-day high. Okay, 30 days right there. See, 30-day bottom, 30-day top. Goes from 81 to 90. That's a $9 increase. That's about 11%. No, an 11% increase in a month? Yeah, profit taking. No, thank you. Anyway, let's keep on going. Watermelon with lime. If you had 10,000, what would you put it into? Pizza party. Sorry, man, watermelon. It all depends on what is my motivation and what is it I'm looking to get out of that $10,000. What site are you on? Jesus and Boats. Okay. It's not a website. That is a trading platform where you go to buy and sell stocks, options, cryptocurrency, futures, whatever. You can buy almost anything on Thinkorswim through Charles Schwab. Did you look at the option chain? I look at the option chain all the time. Do you trade futures? I traded futures 20 or 30 years ago. If you're going to trade futures, let me ask you a question. What's your familiarity on commitment of traders report? If you're a true futures trader, you'll know exactly what a commitment of traders report is and how to use it properly. Thoughts on Kraft Heinz? Alex wants to take a look at KHC. Kraft Heinz. Interesting. High, low is, look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. 30, 19. The 30 is going for 47. Okay. The 30, 50 is going for 23 to 32. Okay, so you're going to get your 1% out of it. All right, so let's take a better look. A year ago, Kraft is at 35. The high of the year was the end of April last year, 39. The last 90 days, which is the last 3 months, same thing. High, a low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Stair step. Here's your bottom right there. There's your top over there. Okay, so let's take a look. It looks like it could be a good opportunity. So let's go back to 30 days right there. A little bit iffy on this one. Sorry. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, the high is right here, 30.50. Do you really think it has the momentum to keep going after it's bouncing off of a 27 and it made it over a 10% increase? Now, the company's been around for over 100 years. Okay, they consistently increase their dividends every single year for 5 decades. It is on my list, and I do trade it once in a great while. The numbers aren't always awesome, but they look okay this week. Oh, so Mr. Ahmad, you might want to check into Commitment of Traders Report. Hold on a second. Hello, mister. How are you? Lots of love from India. Namaste. Andre Gould, sir, good afternoon. $4,000 in gold in 3 months is possible for the buy banks. Lovely. I don't buy gold. There's no possible way you can buy gold and get a consistent, safe, and predictable weekly cash flow from it. I'm not into buying dust collectors or paperweights. That's a good one, paperweights. Yeah, no, sorry. If it doesn't give me cash flow, I'm not interested in it. Sorry. What side am I on? Did you look at the option chain? Yep, Kraft Heinz, blah, blah, blah. General Motors. Nice. Let's take a look at General Motors. Now, GM is one of my fallback stocks. What do I mean by that? Well, normally I buy companies that are getting ready to pay a dividend. Now, if I can't find a good company getting ready to pay a dividend, I'll go to companies like Ford, General Motors, AT&T, ones that are highly traded. Look at this, 5.8 million shares traded today of General Motors. They've been in business for over 100 years. They ain't going anywhere. So let's keep taking a look at it. All right. High, low, we've seen all that already. Wait a minute, did we? High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the movement. Up, down, 47.98, and we've been looking at the 48s. 81 to 87, that's just shy of 2%. Well, I can do 2%. 2% every single week is over 100% per year. When is the last time you got into a simple, safe, predictable, and consistently profitable trade that gets you 100% per year? Now, it's not as easy as just buying it and then waiting. No, you have to do it every single week. Now, I'm retired, so it doesn't bother me. 5 to 10 minutes every single day. Now, you may think that's a lot of effort. Well, think about how long does it take a shower? 15, 20 minutes. You do it every day. So why not take a look at your money and manage your money every single day? If you can get 50% per year by looking at you and adjusting your trades every single day for 5 or 10 minutes, think about it this way. If you have $100,000 in your account, 1% a week would be $1,000. 10 minutes a day comes to less than an hour a day. So think of it that way. 1 hour equals $1,000. If you get $200,000 in your account, 1 hour will equal $2,000. That's a lot. Now, when I was working, the most I ever got paid was like $125 an hour, being a handyman, doing that kind of handyman stuff. Anyway, Suzuki Monkey. When does it make sense to have multiple accounts when you don't trust the government? What if I have $4,000? I have no idea. Okay, now don't take this the wrong way. I don't know anything about you. So I can't give you advice because I don't know what your risk factors are. I don't know what your time frame is. I don't know what you're looking for. Okay? BR Records. Brother, do you happen to trade crypto? No, I do not. Okay, I don't trade. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of cryptocurrency. I'd love to be able to hit a couple of buttons and to be able to send money or receive money without someone else's greedy little fingers in the pot. Or somebody knowing what I'm doing. It's nobody's damn business what I do. That's my opinion. However, at this moment in time, there are no safety factors in cryptocurrency, which means I cannot make a simple, safe, predictable income on a weekly basis with cryptocurrency unless I decide to sit in front of my computer all day. That ain't happening. No. To make at least $200 per day. Okay, Ahmad, you're definitely in the wrong place. This is not it. Okay, I'm trying to do you a favor. You're wasting your time here. What you're looking for, you're not going to find here. Okay, $4,000 is not going to get you $200 a day with investing in dividend stocks. It's just not realistic for you. Okay, that's just I'm trying to do you a favor. Okay, you're looking at the wrong thing. There's so many other trading people out here just like me using their trading strategies. Mine's pretty simple. Mine is straightforward, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose if you do it right. Okay? That being said, I'm only looking for 1% a week. 1% a week on $4,000 is only $4. That's not a whole lot. Wait a minute. $40. That's it. Okay? So you're not okay. Chasing Jack, what's happening? Hey, James, did you already check Riley? Jack, you weren't there this morning in the morning trading group. I did a stupid mistake with Riley. I hit the wrong button, and I laughed my ass off. I said, oh, man, because I always tell you, I don't know if you remember, I say, most people lose money first by hitting the wrong button. I've been trading for 20 years, and I hit the wrong button this morning, and that was my own mistake. Anyway. Yes, I saw that it keeps going down. But I think they canceled their dividend. I don't even think Riley has a dividend. Don't know. But anyway, let's keep on moving on. Okay, we just looked at General Motors. Oh, wait a minute. Let's finish looking at General Motors. Okay, James, hold on. We're going to finish looking at General Motors. Okay. A year ago, the bottom of the year is $38 at General Motors. Last 90 days, here's our high for the year right there. Okay, wait a minute, 90 days. Remember this? High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look what it's doing. Up, down, back up again. Okay, interesting. 30 days. What does the last 30 days look like? There you go. Up, big gap down, keeps on going up, down. Yeah, it doesn't look very favorable today, but if you like it, here's the thing. It's at a 30-day low, this area here. you're going to make most of your money in the stock market buying low and selling high. So for the fun of it, let's see what a covered call on General Motors looks like, because this is one of my favorite companies. It's currently at 47.98, so the 48 is going for 81 cents. So let's take a look at doing a trade at 48. Let's change this to covered stock right there, and the 48 right there, and here it is. One contract at the market. There we go. Confirm and send, and here it is. Buy one covered call, General Motors, 100. Those are the weeklies. 28 February 25. That's next Friday, not tomorrow, next Friday. The $48 call strike against General Motors stock at the market to open. Here's my profit. $95 per contract. 95 per contract. 2 contracts, well, that's 190. Yeah. Okay. But 90. Okay, so anyway. Calculator. Right here we go. Calculator. 95 bucks is the profit right there. See, max profit. Max profit, 95 bucks per contract. Now, remember when I said simple, safe, predictable? Now, I know what I'm making on this trade before I even do it. That way I can decide whether or not I want to do it. Do I have to keep my eye on it? No, because it's a set it and forget it type scenario. Once you buy the stock, that's the big question. Do I like this company? Am I willing to buy it and hold it? It's General Motors. Why wouldn't you? They've been in business for over 100 years. Yeah, I know that goes up. I know it comes down. I know it goes up. I know it comes down. Is it the right time to buy? Well, it's kind of at a low at the moment, so why not? But have a plan. Make sure your plan makes sense to you. That's the number one takeaway I ask everybody to take away from the interaction here. Does it make sense? Okay, 95 bucks. Let's get that calculator. 95 divided by the cost of trade, including commission and fees, 4,705. 4,705 comes to a grand total of 2%. I love 2%. 2% every single week is going to be over 100% per year. And yes, you have to do this every single week. Terribly sorry. It's kind of like showering. It doesn't last all the time, but it's kind of recommended you do it every day. It's your money. At some point in your life, you are going to retire. You are going to need money to live on. Okay? The human species is the only creature on this planet that's got to pay to live here. Okay? We have to pay to live here. When you retire, your money has to come from somewhere. And if you think Social Security is going to do it all for you, yeah. And then you have your 401k. Great. Who's in charge of that? What are they giving you every single year? If you don't take responsibility for your own money, you hand it over to a fund manager like a 401k, you're going to get what they give you. And what have they been giving you lately? Have they been giving you over 25% per year? Seriously doubt it. I don't know of any mutual funds or 401ks that give over 25% per year. But here, investing it yourself, taking responsibility for your own money is your decision. Do it yourself or give it to someone else. There's nothing wrong with it. Whatever you decide, you are right. For you. For me, no, I'll do it myself. Thank you very much. I haven't met a single advisor who ever told me, hey, James, you're doing a great job. Okay, I can do better. I seriously doubt it. Okay, I've been getting over 1% a week for the past 15 years. I've been trading for 20. So ask me, what do I do the first 5? Not so good. Okay, it wasn't until 2008 when my daughter said, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? That's when it all, because trying to teach oh, wait a second, we haven't done that tonight. You got some new people here, haven't met the princess. So let's go. Now, when I say I created this trading strategy for my 9-year-old daughter in 2008, she said, Daddy, can you teach me what you're doing? Okay, go to videos right there. Oldest videos. Here she is.
Hi, I'm Jacy, and as you being part of my internet website called Thingy, which my dad didn't let me call me that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks that I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting 4 lists of stocks that you can choose from that'll help you.
All right, that's me 15 years ago. Okay, here comes my favorite part.
There's a different company paying out dividends. Seriously.
I had to make it fun and exciting for her. Oh, my hair looks terrible. Look at all the hair I had back then. Holy cow. Look at the color. No gray at all. Oh, getting old sucks. How about getting old is less than desirable? How's that for those of you who are fragile with words? Okay. So yeah, I've been doing it for a while, and it was her, my 9-year-old daughter, who said, "Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me?" So it had to be simple because she was 9. It had to be safe because I didn't want her to lose any money, because if she lost, she would start crying out, feel like crap. And if mama gets involved, guess who's sleeping on the couch? The couch was very comfortable, by the way. I did sleep there a bunch of times. But anyway, I'm sure we all have. All right, safe, predictable, consistent, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. So let's keep on going. To sell one contract, you need to buy 100 shares. Yes, Felix. Option trading requires a lot of money. No, it does not. Consider one trade or 100 shares. Hold on a second. Felix, check out BMY. Okay, we'll check that out. Okay, thanks. First time attending. Are you expert at dividend? What best safe dividend? Okay, Ahmad, you were talking about investing, getting $200 a week. Okay, you're not going to do that with $4,000. Not here anyway. Okay, this is a safe, slow, predictable strategy. Okay, if you're looking to make a lot of money fast or consistently, this is not it. This is slow, monotonous, boring as hell. I do the exact same thing over and over and over again. Okay, it's the same companies over and over and over again. The reason being, now we looked earlier, the 9,964 different companies. Out of all of those 9,964 companies, only about 300 make my list. Now, my list are companies that are consistently profitable, 20 years or more of increased profitability, and weekly options. Those are the only ones I want to look at. Okay, so and it's not for capital appreciation, it's for cash flow. All right, let's take a look at some more of these questions. Thanks. First time attending. Am I an expert? Okay, I wouldn't call myself an expert. I just good at what I do, I guess. Felix wants to take a look at Bristol Myers Squibb and Merck. Okay. Sweet Jones, I haven't seen you in about a week, dude. How you doing? Option trading requires a lot of money. No, it doesn't. But you really got to know what you're doing, because options can be risky if you don't know what you're doing. So I've been doing this for years, and the strategy I'm showing you is a simple, consistent, profitable strategy, but it's very slow. It's only looking for 1% per week. That's it. 1% is not a lot, but it's over 50% per year. Option trading, nope. Yep. Do I like Papa? Never heard of it. Let's take a look. All right, so let's get out of this one. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of there. Let's change this back to that. Let's get over to here. And somebody wants to take a look at Papa. P-A-P-A. Never heard of it. Usually it's going to be a no if I've never heard of it. Imagine that. No options. Yeah, no thank you. Did what's his name kill himself? Okay. Colton, I honestly couldn't answer the question like that. That's terrible. Lily. Okay, you want to look at Nvidia? No, it ain't going to work. Sorry, I don't do Nvidia. Check the numbers yourself. When I say I got 5 rules. All right, so wait a second. So I created the strategy for my 9-year-old. I showed you just 2 seconds ago. 5 criteria I had to overcome. It had to be simple, it had to be safe, it had to be predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. So I had 5 rules. Number 1, never buy something you don't understand. So, Lily, when you asking me about Nvidia, I'm going to ask you, do you know anything about Nvidia? So, if you don't know the answers to these questions, you should not be buying Nvidia. Just my opinion, not telling you what to do. Okay, now, do you know what the dividend is on Nvidia? Do you know how consistently they have increased that dividends? Do you know what the book value for Nvidia is? Do you know what the working capital is? What the investment is? What's the return on the investment? These are interesting numbers that you really should know. And if you did know them, you wouldn't be asking me about Nvidia. It does not work at all for what I do. Okay, Felix, Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY. Interesting. Check that out. High, low, was, is, up, down, up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. 55.79. The 56 is 46 to 72. Yeah, we could get 1% out of that. Let's take a look. Okay, the glasses on so I can see better. A year ago, 49.97. Let's call it 50. The bottom of the year was in July, 39. Last 90 days has our 90-day high. Ooh, check it out. We have a double high at 61. 61.12, double high. Once in November and again in January. All right, double high. All right, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. The last 30 days. Here we go, last 30 days. Now that, you should be able to spot that like that. There you go. High, low, was, is. Look at this. Up, down, up. Easy breezy, okay? Currently at 56. The 56s are going from 46 to 72. Let's do a quick trade on it, see what it looks like. Okay, let's get rid of this. Change that. Change that. The 56s right there. One contract right there. Change it to a market order right there and confirm and send. Here's Johnny by 1. Covered call, Bristol Myers Squibb 100. Those are weeklies, February 25. That's next Friday. The 56 call of Bristol Myers Squibb at the market to open. Here's my profit, $80 per share. No. Sorry. $80 per contract. Okay, so $80. Calculator. $80 divided by 55.20. 55.20 comes to a grand total of 1.44. That's 1.4%. If you want, so here's a couple of questions. Question number 1, does it make sense? Does it make sense? That's question number 1. Question number 2, do I like Bristol Myers Squibb? Question number 3, do I like Bristol Myers Squibb at this current price, $55.79? Question number 4, am I willing to buy Bristol Myers Squibb at this price, collect 1.4%, and continue to do it every single week until it hits my target? My target is 56. Well, it's currently at 55.79, and let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Out of there. Change that. Back to there. Back to here. And here you go. Currently, the 30-day high is at 61. The 30-day bottom is here at 53. And it's in an upward trend. Okay, 3 days to the upside. 1, 2, 3. So 30-day high is here. Does that guarantee it's going to go there? No, not at all. Okay, there's only 3 guarantees in life. That's it. Only 3. Death, taxes, and disappointment. Yes, that's my saying. Death, taxes, and disappointment. So that's the question you need to ask yourself. Do you like Bristol Myers Squibb? Well, just in case you didn't know, Bristol Myers Squibb is over 100 years old. They have increased their dividends for more than 50 consecutive years. That's 5 decades. Every single year, higher and higher and higher profits to their shareholders. If you also didn't know, the very first dividend stock was sold in 1602. It was the VOC, also known as the Dutch East India Shipping Company, the biggest company on the planet up until Apple. But here's the thing. The original coordinates, let's call them, the original, what do you even call those guys? The finance guys. In order to create the biggest shipping company the world has ever seen, these guys went door to door asking the general public. This is the first time in history it had ever happened. They're asking the peasants, would you like to invest in this business venture? We promise to share the profits with you. So, for 198 years, the VOC paid an average, every single year, average 18% for 198 years. Okay, they would probably still be in business if it wasn't for corruption and mismanagement. You give somebody some power and money, of course they're going to screw it up. Look at the state of the United States at the moment. You give Congress unlimited budget, they'll freaking screw it up. Anyway, let's keep on continuing. All right, so Bristol Myers Squibb, yeah, it makes sense to me. I like Bristol Myers Squibb. They've been in business for over 100 years. And they consistently increase their dividends, which means they are consistently profitable. Because if a dividend is a portion of the profits, the company gives back to the investors. If that increases every single year, well, logic, reason, and common sense says they have to be profitable to increase their dividend every single year. It just makes sense. And it's so strange that common sense is not taught in school anymore. I mean, think about it. If you're consistently profitable and you share your profits with your investors, well, every year you're going to give them more and more money. So what are they going to do? They're going to give you more and more money to invest and continue with business. That's the way business works. You give your money to a successful business who continuously profitable. It surprises me, some of the stuff you guys pick. I'm not picking on anyone in particular, but as you see, as we progress throughout the night, you'll see me saying, what the hell are you thinking? Because think about it. Most of us work 9 to 5, 30, 40, 50 years. When we retire, we have a certain amount of money to play with to figure out what and how are we going to pay our bills. All right, anyway. How about Nvidia? How about no? But I do see that Nvidia K chart has been rising, and it doesn't have to be rising for 20 years, does it? All right, Lily, let's show you why I don't like Nvidia. Hold that thought for a second. Let's go over to Yahoo Finance. Now, I always suggest people find a good financial website, someplace that has good financial data. Now, I'm looking for information. Let's go look at Nvidia, NVDA. All right, Lily, here are the dividends for Nvidia, okay? Now, Nvidia is $140 per share, okay? NVDA, $140 per share. Come down just a little bit. August 19th, 2004 to February 21st, 2025. That's today. Let's see how many dividends they have paid. Well, let's take a gander. 1, 2, 3. 1 cent, 1 cent, 1 cent. Now, Lily, why the hell would you buy a stock for $140 per share and they're only giving you 1 penny per share on the dividends? But wait, it gets worse. See, 0.0000000. No, 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 no. Okay, fine. Okay, now let's take a look at this for a second. This is called a statistic, financial information. See, all this nice financial information. Now, balance sheet. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Lily, are you ready for this? You're paying $140 per share for a company that is worth $2.69 per share. See, book value per share. Do you know what that means? That means if a judge comes in and says you need to liquidate and get rid of everything you own and pay back your shareholders, you're getting $2.69. Hold up for a second. Just for the fun of it. Now, I'm pretty sure Nvidia is not 100 years old, but General Motors is. Now, General Motors, $47.89. Okay, let's go all the way down here. Okay, book value for General Motors, $63 per share. So if General Motors had to liquidate, you pay $43 for the stock and you get $63 per share if they had to liquidate. The book value tells you what the company is worth, okay? Not the stock price. The stock price is the public's perception. So if you get enough people out there saying, Nvidia, 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 and Nvidia, buy, yeah, it's going to keep going up. Is it worth it? Hell no, it ain't worth it. It's worth $2.74. That's all it's worth. And the dividend, well, let's look at General Motors. Historical data. Historical data on General Motors. Come on, here we go. Dividends only. Okay, at least General Motors is paying 12 cents per dividend. And how often have they increased it? I don't know. 2014, they've been paying dividends longer than that. Wait. Okay, it should be more than that, 2010. It's not giving me all the information. But anyway, it pays a hell of a lot better dividend than Nvidia. So why would you buy a stock for $140? It's only worth $2.74, and the dividend's only 1 penny. Explain to me a manner in which I'll understand why you think that's a good idea. Because after all the hoopla and the fireworks and all the shiny objects have come and gone, it's still a $2.74 stock that pays 1 cent per share for a dividend. Yeah, no. Oh, I know. Thank you. Chasing Jack, DVN is doing pretty good this week. Hopefully it does the same next week so I can get more covered calls in on it. All right, Chasing Jack, let's take a look at DVN. Let's get out of here. That's Bristol Myers Squibb. DVN, Devon Energy, DVN. Interesting. Unfortunately, Jack, okay, 30 days ago, here's your bottom, here's your high. 33 to 38, that's $5. That's a 15% increase. Here to here, yeah, no. You can do it if you want, don't get me wrong. Devon Energy's been around for a while and they consistently increase their dividends and their book value is a hell of a lot better than that other one. But no, if she gaps up and she shoots up, that thing's going to pull back any day, in my humble opinion. Okay, now I don't give advice. I show you the numbers, I show you the chart, and I give you some logic, reasoning, and common sense. Okay, from here to here is 15% increase. Why would you jump in on a 30-day high after a 15% increase. Remember, it's not a profit until you take it. If I see a 15% profit, yeah, hell, I'm taking it. EX dividend is the 14th next month. Yeah, I get that. It doesn't really matter when the dividend is. All right, it's not in the month of March. It's not in the month of February. When the hell is the dividend? It's not in January. Not in February. Not in March. Oh, that's an interesting question. Let's find out. DVN. Okay. March 14th. So it's usually right around March 14th. See, March 14th, March 14th. Probably March 14th. That's probably why it's not listed yet, because it doesn't post all the time. All right, anyway. Next. All righty. What software am I using? Jesus and Boats, that's Think or Swim. Oh, James wants to take a look at Haliburton. H-A-L. Haliburton. We got about an hour left to go. It's 10:35 now. Haliburton. Here we go. High, a low. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 27, 46 over 57. Hell yeah. I like that number. I watch your videos or live stream almost every day. Oh, Lily, if you watch my videos and my live stream almost every day, why would you ask me about Nvidia? Because somebody asks me about Nvidia at least 2 or 3 times a week. And 2 or 3 times a week, I say, oh, hell no to Nvidia. Anyway, Haliburton. A year ago, we're at 35. We topped out at 41.67. That was back in the beginning of April of last year. Last 90 days, same thing. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. Easy to see, that one. Last 30 days. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? 30 days ago, 30-day high. 2 weeks ago is a 30-day bottom. 1.5 weeks going to the upside. Look at all that space we have to go. That's a lot of empty real estate looking to keep going up. Well, it looks awesome. So what's the 27 look like? Well, let's do the 27. Hell, we're here. Let's do it. I'm going to change that to the covered stock and the 27. There it is. And here we go. One right there at the market. There we go. And there we go. And here's Johnny. Buy one covered call, Haliburton 100. That's the weeklies, 28 February 25. The 27 call against Haliburton stock at the market to open. 52.50 is the profit. That's going to be over 2%. Holy shit. Oh, sorry. All right, clear. 52.50 is the profit. And we divide it by the cost of the trade plus commissions and fees, 26.48. 26.48 grand total of 1.98. That's pretty close to 2%, right? 1.98. Okay. But the same questions, it's always the same questions over and over again. 1, does it make sense? 2, do I like this company? 3, do I like this company at this price? 4, am I willing to hold on to this as long as it takes for this company to hit my target? 27, what's it at right now? $26.99, and it's in an uptrend. I mean, what else are you asking for? Buy low, sell high. Let's get rid of this and see exactly where we are. Okay, look, 30 days ago, we're at 31. Okay, profit taking. It ain't a profit until you take it. And once profit taking starts, it keeps going and going and going until somebody says, holy shit, Haliburton at 25, yeah, I'm going to buy some. Then she turns around, goes back up again. Well, at 25, she's gone up. Now she's at 27. That's only a $2 increase. Now, a $2 increase on a $25 stock is only about 7 or 8%. Not quite over 10 yet. But once she gets over 10, probably right here at the 28, there may be some profit taken, or it may continue on going. You just don't know. It will continue going in the direction until it doesn't. It goes down until it stops. It's weird. It'll go up until it's done. It'll go down until it's done. But at this moment in time, here's your 30-day high, your 30-day bottom. Now she's going back up again. Argue all you want. You cannot lie about the numbers. The numbers are what they are. And this isn't me making this shit up. You can go to any financial website and look. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to. Okay, don't listen to a damn word I say. Do your own research. If I say, hey, Haliburton looks kind of good, well, go look it up. Confirm that the numbers are right. Was 30 days ago that? Is this the 30-day bottom? Is she bouncing off this bottom and now going back up again? Do your own research. Do the numbers work? If I'm buying it at $26.99, the 27 is going for 46 cents. That's more than 2%. Oh, that is 2%. Does it make sense? That's the number one question. You go to bed at night saying, does that make sense? Okay. All right. Next. Have you ever thought long-term call options on bonds? Oh, hell no. Sorry, Garrett. Okay, now, no. Can we do PBR? Peanut butter and raspberry. I might still be a little speculative. Now, Lily, there's nothing wrong with being speculative. Okay, if that is what you're looking for. Now, I'm 60. I don't have that luxury. I kind of do because I'm still in great shape. I still play soccer. Okay, I still get around and roll around with my grandson, run around. Okay, my kids, they're in their 30s. They can't keep up with me. I can outrun every single one of them. Okay, I'm what you call an anomaly, I guess. I don't know. Paul, PBR, peanut butter and raspberry. That's what you want to look at. Peanut butter and raspberry, PBR. No. How about I say not this week? Okay, not no, just not this week. Okay, only because here's your high, here's your low. It's bouncing off. See, it bouncing off this bottom, and now it's shooting up here. Now, the funny thing is, you missed the opportunity. Okay, here's the bottom here. You make most of your money buying low, selling high. Well, the bottom of the year is right there. That's where you should have jumped in. 2 days to the upside, probably right about here, the 1350 area, and then taking that ride. Okay, I don't buy at the 30-day high. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay? Anyway, next. Yvonne Draws, how are you today? Felix, MRK, huh? MRK, Merck. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the direction. Sideways, down, up. 87, 81, the 88s, 124, 126. That's 1.5%. Hell yeah, let's take a look. Especially after you see this. Look at this right here. The bottom of the year is right there, and she's bouncing off the bottom. You ain't going to get any lower than the low of the year. That was like 3 or 4 days ago. Okay, let's take a look. A year ago, Merck's at 128.15. The high of the year, middle of June, was 134.38. And then a nice drop. Look at your last 90 days. Same thing. High, low, was, is. Look at the direction. Sideways, down, then up. Yeah, the numbers look good. You can really see it here. Look at this. Sideways, big drop. I love a gap down. Okay, gap downs tell me this is going to fill eventually, which means from here it's going to come back up over to here. Going to fill in that gap. Okay, so you can definitely see it here. Here's the bottom, 2 days to the upside. That's freaking ideal. I love that shit. All right, anyway, last 30 days. Here you go. You can really see it on the 30-day chart. 30 days ago, we're at 96, jump up to 100, big drop down, kept on going, 81, now it's at 87. That's a 87, from 81 to 87, that's 760. That's about 9%, a 9% increase, not quite over 10. Once it gets over 10, I'm taking my profits, okay? Anyway, let's do one. Why the hell not? 88. Covered stock, here we go. 88, there it is. One market. There you go. Here's Johnny. Buy one covered call Merck, MRK 100. That's the weekly. 28 February 25. That's next Friday. The 88 call option against Merck at the market to open. 168 is my profit per contract. 168. Oh, calculator. 168 divided by the cost of the trade plus commission, 86.32. 86.32. 1.94. Okay, almost another 2% trade. So what have we seen so far? We've seen a couple of 3% trades. We've seen a bunch of 2% trades. Okay, and we are more than halfway through. We got what, 45 minutes left? All right, that being said, I like consistency of profitability. I like companies that have weekly options. It gives me more opportunities to make a consistent cash flow. And that's what I'm looking for. How do you decide what strike price to pick? Suzuki Monkey, I honestly can't believe you just asked that question. How do I decide what strike price to pick? Okay. The current stock price right here, 87.81. The closest strike price to 87.81 is 88. At the money is the simplest and easiest and probably the most profitable one you're going to buy. Cole, I'm brand new to all this. What do you recommend for a beginner? Education. That's my recommendation. Learn as much as you need to know. Don't learn everything. Find a strategy that you like, or better yet, work the equation backwards. What do I mean by that? Be realistic in what you're looking for. Now, what I am showing here is simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. It was created for a 9-year-old. My 9-year-old daughter, 15 years ago, said, Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me? Okay? Now, this strategy I'm sharing here for free, I'm not asking anyone to buy anything. Do I have shit to sell? Yes, I do. Written 15 books, all that kind of stuff. In the bio, you can find out for yourself. I'm not trying to sell you anything. But simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Do it backwards. What are you looking to get? With your time, your money, and your effort. At some point in time, you are going to retire. Okay, you got 3 opportunities. One, called age out. It means you're too old to work. Your boss will say, dude, you're too old, stay home. That's it. You're too old, stay home. That's aging out. That means you're too old to work. Number 2, toe tag. That means you die before you get to retire. And trust me, I know a whole bunch of people that died before they had 1 hour of retirement life. That sucks. Third opportunity, walkout. That means you have enough money in your account coming in on a consistent basis. You can go up to your boss and you can say, you ready? 1, 2, 3. You can take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Anyway, 3 opportunities. And don't kid yourself. Eventually, you are going to be too old to work. And your money has to come from somewhere. If you're going to rely on the government, good luck with that. take control of your own money. If you have a 401k, I can almost guarantee with 99.8% certainty that whoever running that 401k does not have your interest at the top of his list or her list. Equal opportunities. I'll insult a woman just as much as I'll insult a man. Okay? So, my suggestion, just getting started, ask yourself the tough questions. What am I willing to do with my money to reassure I invested the safest, simplest, easiest way to secure my future? There are hundreds upon hundreds of trading strategies out there. This is just one. There are a whole bunch of people online right now probably teaching investing strategies also. Okay? A lot of them work. A lot of them are complicated. This one is simple. It was created for a 9-year-old girl. Not saying that a 9-year-old girl is any less intelligent than a 9-year-old boy. It just so happens my daughter was 9 years old. Now, my boys had no interest in money. Okay? Now, they're in their 30s now, and they now have interest in their money. So I'm recording all these videos every night. So eventually, when I'm gone, they'll say, you know what? Let's watch the videos of Dad and see how he did it. That's why I'm doing this. Don't think I'm doing it for you guys. You guys just get to be, what do you call that? Bystanders. And get to watch what I'm doing. Ask questions. I'll help you out the best I can. I don't want what I know to go with me to the grave. I want to share it. That's what I'm doing. Okay, questions. Oh, that's why you like this channel. All right. Cody. Oh, Cole. Seems like a lot of people try to sell me a course. I do enjoy finding free content with info like this. Cole, like I said, I got plenty of stuff for sale. I've written 15 books. I got a course. I have a paid for, what do you call that? Traders group where we trade every morning. I'm not trying to sell you anything. The information here is basically all you need. Now, if you want, you can, if you want to, buy it or just, join the morning trading group for a month or two. Learn what you need to learn, move on. I consider this as a stair-step progress, a stair-step program. Get your feet wet. It's simple, it's safe, it's predictable, it's consistent. Every single video I have done is over 800 videos online, on YouTube, 800 videos on YouTube. Me doing this exact same thing. Over 900 podcasts doing the exact same thing. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Now, the only reason people buy stuff from me is because they want hand-in-hand effort. It's like, I can't interact with you here. I mean, you can't ask me a question. We can't go back and forth without all that weird shit. So yeah, at that point, maybe it'll be worth it to buy it. But I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. Let's keep on moving forward. I know it's not, but sometimes it feels too late to take control. I'm 28 now, and I'm living pay to pay. Oh, shit, dude, 28? My best year of my life was when I was 29. That was my favorite year. My kids were little. We had so much fun together. My business was booming. I used to be a CEO in charge of a whole bunch of people. It was fun. I owned a manufacturing company. It was great. I did stuff nobody else did. I made more money than I knew what to do with. Now it's a different story. Now I'm retired. I take it a little easier. Okay? I'm here first thing in the morning with the guys on the morning trading group. We're on for about an hour, sometimes two. And we talk, we chat, we trade. After that, boom, go on about my day. And then I come here at night to share with you good people. Ask questions, I'll answer whatever question you want. If it's stupid, I'm going to tell you it's a stupid question. Okay? I'm a Gen Xer. We really don't care about your feelings. If you want a safe space, this ain't it. You say something stupid, I'm going to tell you that's stupid. I got 91 questions. So I got a whole bunch of questions to answer. Okay, Cole, good for you. That sounds like a dream. Okay, Cole, dude, you're 28. Okay, you have your whole life ahead of you, dude. Okay, I'm 61. I just retired at 59. I retired at 59. Wow. Anyway, yeah, eventually, you'll get there. Jamar, you're welcome, sir. Okay, so I got 92 questions over here on TikTok. So let's take a look at them. Have you ever bought long-term options on bonds? Hell no. Quantum. Okay, Barry, you actually got to give me the ticker symbol for it. What are 5 things you look at again? High, low, where was it, where is it, and what direction is it going? How do you analyze the option chain? Cool Beans. I love that name, Cool Bean. The option chain, well, that's easy. Right now, the stock is currently at 87.63. Okay, now we've already decided it's in an upward trend. Let's go back to here. Okay, we've already decided the stock, Merck, MRK, is in an upward trend. Here's the bottom right here. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Now she's turning around, going back up again. Every stock you see goes up and it goes down, goes up and then it goes down. Well, right now, Merck, 30-day high, came down, 30-day bottom. Now she's going back up. This is not advice. This is not a recommendation. It just looks as if it will be going up. And if that's the way it looks, how do you decide which option to choose? Well, it's at 87.83. Common sense would say 88 because 88 is the closest. And 88 is $1.26. And $1.26 is more than 1% of $88. Okay? 1% of $88 is 88 cents. 1%, $88, 88 cents. You take the decimal point and you just move it over 2. That's it. And 126 is a lot higher than 88. All right, next. How do you analyze option chain? That was it. Are there indexes due for correction? Okay, best of TikTok, it doesn't concern me. Okay, I don't pay attention to the indexes. Okay, because they don't fit my parameters. Steve Dunbeeve. Tesla, no dividends, no thank you. Simple. Well, Fitzmorrow, condescending teaching. I'm not quite sure if that's a compliment or an insult. Is there ever a week you do nothing? Nope. Even on vacation, I still do trading. How'd I know he would have no wedding ring the way he talks? No, I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen Xer. Terribly sorry. And yeah, don't really care about your opinion and don't really care about your feelings, Fitz. Terribly sorry. James, Fitz, or maybe he is showing that he is reliable. Free resources have been available for a decade. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. Hello from Omaha, Nebraska. Hey, Low Gray, how are you? Back again. Cool beans. Jenster. What's the platform called again? It's called Think or Swim. It is owned by Charles Schwab. Schwab not using the old Think or Swim program. Okay. Aren't you selling covered calls, George? Yes, I am. Okay. Benny. Haliburton. We already looked at Benny. We already looked at Haliburton. Jamar, you're welcome. Mo Squad, hello, how you doing? We already looked at Haliburton. Pfizer, top dat baby. Pfizer, PFE. All right, here we go, PFE. Okay, high, a low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this, down, up, down, up, down, up. 25.90, the closest strike price, 26. The 26 is going for 34. That's more than 1%. That makes sense. Okay, so let's take a look. Is it the right time to buy Pfizer? Well, I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm just going to show you what it looks like to me. Jamar D, if we get Doge dividend, what happens to the market? Okay, I'm not quite sure I understand that question. If we get Doge dividend, what happens to the market? Okay, Jamar, you're going to have to explain that just a little bit more detail. All right, so let's take a look at Pfizer. A year ago, 27.75. The high of the year back at the end of July, 31.51. Last 90 days, same thing. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the direction. Down, up, down, up. Okay, simple. Last 30 days, does it make sense to jump into this one? Looks like it to me. That's not a recommendation. I don't make recommendations. I'm just showing you numbers. Okay, 30 days ago, 26, drops down, shoots up. There's the high, 27.25, drops down to 25.20, and now we're at 25.90. 26s, over 34 cents. That's more than 1%. That, to me, makes sense. Chatterbox, how are you doing today? Keenan, what's happening? TKPR, what about Palantir Technology? Oh boy. The government is talking about a stimulus from the Doge from all the money they found. What happens to the market if that happens? It really depends, you know? What do you plan on doing with your money? Okay, me, I would invest mine. Because that's what I do. 98% of all my money is invested at all times. Why? Because I get 1% every single Monday. So Monday, I get a check. Not really a check, but money goes into my account, 1% of my holdings. So if I have 100,000 every Monday, I get another $1,000 every Monday. If I have 200,000, that's 2,000 every Monday. 1% every week. Sometimes it's 2%, sometimes it's 3%, sometimes it's 0.5%. But it averages 1% per week. Okay? Yeah. So it depends on what you do with yours. Okay? Now, if everybody took all of their money that they got and threw it into the markets, yeah, that's possible. Would it change anything? Probably not, because there's enough shares out there for everyone to share in the wealth. And there are always going to be people that blow the money on stupid shit. And there are people out there that actually need it to make ends meet. So it all depends on what do you plan on doing with yours. All right, that being said, I like Pfizer. The numbers look right. Great. I'm going to write that one down for next week because it just looks right. Next week. All right. Next. Okay, TKPR wants my opinion on Palantir. No, you don't. You just want me to tell you it's a good investment. Where are we? Pfizer. Here we go. I got to get the right one. Oh. Okay, TKPR. What about Palantir? Easy in. It's too high. Okay, PLTR. Whoops. PLTR. The high of the year. Here's where it is now. It's going to be a no. I don't buy anything at the high of the year. You have to ask yourself a question. Last year is at 20 bucks. Now it's at 120. Do you honestly think people aren't going to take profits and this thing's going to drop? No, I don't buy anything at the high. Terribly sorry. What's my favorite? My favorite is Macy's. MGX. TR, MGX? MGX. No. Okay, sorry. MGX, no options, no thank you. Okay, now, the TR? Yeah, TR. Now, I appreciate your interaction, I do. You must be new here. What I'm looking for are companies that are consistently profitable, which means they have dividends and they have weekly options. Okay, this thing has no options at all. Now, I like companies that are consistently profitable, meaning they have to have a minimum of 2 decades of increased dividends, which means they are consistently profitable for more than 2 decades. Out of the 9,964 companies, there's only about 300 that fit my description or my criteria. And that is not one of them. MRNY, that's going to be a no also. MRNY. See? No. Okay? Monthly options just don't work. No matter how you slice it, no matter what you do, the only way you're going to get weekly cash flow from a monthly optionable stock is to sit in front of your computer every single day. No, thank you. I'm a lazy trader. I want 5 or 10 minutes in front of the computer, done and over with, make my 1% every week. You do the math. Whatever you have in your account, 1% of that. If you got 50,000, 1% is 500 bucks. If you got 100,000, 1% is $1,000. If you have a million, 1% is 10,000. Whatever you have in your account, 1% of that is 1%. That is my particular goal. I have no idea what you guys are looking for, but that's what I'm looking for. Keenan, ERR shift focus. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Best of TikTok, URL of my website, The10MinuteTrader. Okay, best of TikTok, if you go right up here, the top left corner, you see my little picture right up there? It says Dividend Stock Talk. Yeah, you click on there, that will take you right to my website, The10MinuteTrader. Okay, TRGRAL, I can tell you no to that one right now, or I can pull it up like this and then say no, but it's still going to be a no. Okay, 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. Monthly options just don't work. Oh, NUR, Grab. We looked at Grab this morning. GRAB. Someone in the trading group actually had Grab. Okay, here it is. Okay, unfortunately, look at the big drop. Okay, 30-day bottom, 30-day top, profit taking already started. So Grab, if you like it, it's going to be maybe next week. So I'm going to write it down for next week. See if it works. GRAB. Okay. And how are you doing? Ruben. So I went through my stocks and the book values, OMG, not pretty. Okay, Ruben. Okay, now a lot of people don't know this, but the actual value of the company, is the book value. That's the value of the company. That's what it's worth. The stock price is the public's perception of the value. You get a lot of hype, you get the stock shooting up. That doesn't mean anything. The book value is the value of the company. What is the cash flow? How much do they have coming in? Are they consistently profitable? And how long have they been consistently profitable? Those are the true keys that you should be looking for anytime you buy something. Low grade, thank you for that. TR, cool beans. You got the number 3 gift giver. Cool beans. Okay. Duncues Dayton. Greetings, James. I would like your thoughts on HAFN. Oh boy, never heard of it. HAFN. Simple. You ready? No. Okay. Duncues, whatever it is. Okay, monthly. HAFN. I don't do monthlies. The numbers just don't work. Remember what I said. Me, particularly, if you like this, great, fine. You know, you do what you think is great for you. Me, no thanks. I'm looking for simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. I can't get 1% per week with a monthly option. Monthly options, I can only do it once a month, which means 12 times a year. 12 times a year, if I'm getting 1 to 2%, I'm making 12 to 24%. That doesn't work for me. Okay, weekly options is 52 weeks in a year. If I'm getting 1 to 2% every week, that's 50 to 100% per year. That works nicely for me. Hi, Rizzo. How are you doing today? Back again. It's nice to see you. How long do you hold an option before you close it? 5 days. What was he talking about? They crashed in '08. Okay. TR, MGX, MGX, nope, GRAL. All right. TR, don't take this wrong, okay? But everything you showed me, and I've looked at 5 of them so far, I think, every single one tells me you're in the wrong place. These stocks are not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. I have 2 criteria and only 2. One is consistency of profitability, 2 decades, 20 years. 2 is weekly options only. 2 criteria, that's it. 9,964 companies. Every single company you named so far is a no, 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 no. Sorry. Jose, ¿qué pasa, amigo? ¿Cómo está? Can you close a contract before the expiration date? Yes, you can. Ruben, I look at the portfolio every day for hours. Why? It should take you 10 minutes. Hold on a second there, Ruben. Jamar, did we do Intel? No, we haven't done Intel yet. I love Intel, and I actually have some Intel. Okay, and I'm getting ready to get rid of my Intel because it's at the high. It's time to go. Intel, high, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, sideways, down, sideways. Now we're up at 26. The 26 is going for 114. Awesome. But hold on. There's a little bit more to it than that. Just because the numbers look good and sound good, is it right time to buy? Well, let's find out. A year ago, Intel was at 44.27. A couple of weeks later, there's the top, 46.69, and that was the beginning of March. From there, she drops to the bottom of the year in September, 1838. Well, the last 90 days, okay, high, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now it's coming back down again. There's your high right there. Then you get 2 days to the downside. Now she's coming down. Now I jumped in right here on the 20, and I still have it now. But I'm getting rid of mine this week. I'm letting it go because it's too high for me. I'll wait a couple of weeks for it to come back down again, and then I'll jump back in it again. Because I love Intel. Intel, very nice to me last year. Okay, so look at the last 30 days. Okay, now, is that something you really want to jump into? 30 days ago, we're at 22. We bottomed out at 19, shot up to 27.5. That's an $8 increase. $8 on a $19 stock, that's about 30%. About somewhere in there, about a 30% increase. Yeah, that's going to be profit taking. And as soon as the profit taking is done, maybe she'll end up here in another week or 2. So I'm going to write Intel down for 2 weeks, and I'll be buying it again. INTC. So yeah, I do have Intel this week, and it is in the money, which means I am going to let it go this week and get my cash back, and then I'll jump into something next week and wait for Intel to come back down, and I'll probably jump back into Intel in about 2 to 3 weeks when it comes back down to this area, not when it's up here. Okay. Now I'll sell at the high, but I will not buy at the high. But I like Intel. Alrighty then. Does your strategy work well in bear market as well? Gail, that's an awesome question. So Gail, here's the thing. With a bear market, that means when stocks are usually going down. You gotta like this one, Gail. Okay, Gail, you ready for this? $44. Now it's down to 26, but it came all the way down to 18. What do you think? That's a 50% drop, and I still make over 2% a week on Intel. That's over 100% a year on the Intel position. It means I double my money every year with Intel at 2% a week. So does it continually work? Well, if you buy a stock just before the dividend date. Now, let's go back to that one because we haven't really touched on that one at all. I'm surprised nobody even asked that question. Oops. Here we go. All right, so this here behind me is what is called an EX dividend calendar. It's just like regular every other day calendar. I don't want March, I want February because we're into February. Let's go to February. Here we go, February. February 2025. We are currently in the 20th. Okay, that's where we are right now. This is today. Each one of these green dots represents a company getting ready to pay a dividend. When it comes to dividend stocks, there's 4 dates to keep in mind. Okay, you ready? Number 1, the announcement date. Hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk. This is how much money we made this year. Yay! We're paying out this much of a dividend and we're paying it on this date. That's the announcement date when the company comes out and tells you what they made and when they're paying it. The announcement. Date number 2, the EX dividend date. That is the last day of the stock trades before the dividend is paid out. And guess what? That's the green dots. If you want to collect a dividend on any one of these companies, you have to buy it before the green date. Johnson & Johnson, right here, the 18th. If you want that dividend on the 18th, you got to buy it on the 17th, the 10th, the 5th, the 28th, the 3rd, any day before the EX date. That's the last day the stock trades before the dividend is paid. Date number 3 is the date of record. It sounds normal. Whoever owns the stock on the date of record is entitled to the dividend. So if you buy it after the date of record, you ain't getting it. Simple. Date number 4, the payment date. Simple. Okay? So I use the calendar to tell me when to buy. If I want to collect dividend on Dover, okay, which is the 28th of February, I will buy Dover 2 weeks before, okay, week 1, week 2, on a Monday, the 10th. If I want the dividend on Dover, I'm going to buy it on the 10th because I want to get premium dividend. That alone will triple or quadruple your rate of return. Buy it 10 days before, 2 weeks, okay? Okay, this is 1 week, this is 2 weeks, on a Monday, just before the dividend. Okay, stocks have a tendency to go up before the dividend date. They're marked right there, the green little dots. Okay, with Thinkorswim, whatever stocks you like, you can put it into the, into the watch list. Where's the watch list? Right there. Okay, there's one of my watch lists. It tells me every single stock that has 25 years or more of increased dividends. You see them all? There's a whole bunch of them. There's all those right there. And look, it goes all the way down to there. That's a lot. Any one of these stocks, I have no problem whatsoever buying and holding. That's it. Let's get out of that. And yep, I can create my own list. Okay? I can create my own list and I can import whatever stocks I want, and then I can create whatever name I want to it. Let's get out of that. All right, back to the beginning. All right. That being said, it's really not that difficult. It's kind of like driving a car. Okay, automatic, simple, but it does take a few steps. You got to be able to listen to the motor, turn the key, understand whether it's catching or not, whether it's going to start, then put it in park, check your mirrors, check your rear view, get a little bit of gas, check the brakes, let go of the emergency brake, all that kind of stuff. Stick shift, well, that's a whole bunch of different things, but one step at a time. Step number 1 in this little atmosphere is in your mind first, because you're going to be thinking totally differently. It's no longer investing for annual returns. You're investing for weekly returns because You don't live 1 year at a time. You live 1 day at a time, 1 week at a time. Okay? The end of this week is going to come a lot sooner than the end of the year. So 1 week at a time. I take all my money, 98% of it is invested at all times. I get 1% every single week. Now, just to give you a quick little sample, I love samples. Okay, on my website, I share I share 3 accounts with you guys. Account number 1, 117,000. Account number 2, 200,000. Account number 3, 100,000. Okay, 117,000. 1% of 117,000 is 100 and is $1,100 a week. $1,100 a week from this one account. This account here, $1,000 a week. This account here, $1,000 a week. I have 7 accounts. Reason being, I don't trust the government as far as I can throw them. So in case they take one of them, I have a couple more. It's always best to have a backup plan. All right. Anyway, more questions. Here we go. Okay, Ruben, how you going? Dixon, yep. Thank you. Can I do this as a full-time income? It would depend on how much money you have. But yeah, you can. So, Elf, I can't even, Menno. Elfin, okay. Elfin, you want to do this full-time, you need to decide how much money you need on a monthly basis. If you need $4,000 a month, you're going to need at least 100 grand. 100 grand will give you $1,000 a week, $4,000 a month. If you need $8,000 a month, well, then you need an account with 200,000. Okay, work the equation backwards. How do you get started? You get started by DM me with your phone number and I'll give you a call. This is not right for everyone. It's slow, it's boring, and no shiny objects here. It's the same stocks over and over and over again. Why? Because they're consistently profitable. Okay, General Motors, Ford, IBM, General Electric, Consolidated Edison, Home Depot, Lowe's. These companies are over 100 years old. They're not going anywhere. They don't go up very fast. If you're looking for capital appreciation to go, to buy here and have it go up, yeah, you're in the wrong place. This is slow. This is boring. This is monotonous. It's the same thing over and over and over again. Is there another strategy for me, or this one will help me my goal? Okay, now chasing Jack, you're new here relatively. Okay, so you're relatively new. My suggestion with somebody like yourself who's new, it's just a suggestion, you can do what you want. Learn one strategy first. Okay, this strategy will give you 50% per year. If that's not enough, well, there are other strategies out there. Find one that you're okay with. Now, this one is simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. There are other strategies that get you 2, 3, 5, 10, 20% per week. But it has higher risk. Higher risk, higher reward. Now, this one was created for a 9-year-old. It had to be safe and predictable. So, it was simple. So, yeah, you have to find something that works for you, Jack. Suzuki, do you typically sell 2 weeks before the EX date? No, I typically buy 2 weeks before the EX date. If it takes take off, do you buy back the short option and do you always let it be assigned? I don't like buying back options. I don't. Because here's the thing. If the stock goes up, the option's going to go up also. It's almost equal. Okay, so if the stock goes up, the option's going to go up. So you want to take advantage of that stock price going up, you have to buy that option back. And guess what? You're buying that option back for more than what you sold it for. And usually it doesn't work out. Okay, you don't think that the stock market knows this? As the stock goes up, so does the option price. As the stock goes down, so does the option price. They go kind of hand in hand, but a little bit different. Because stocks are traded in New York and options are usually traded in Chicago. They don't really communicate very well. Every once in a while, you can, make a little money by playing one against the other. Oh, EZN. What do I think about ELF? No. Oh, damn it. ELF. Yuck. That doesn't look very good. Look at your last 30 days. Okay, 30 days goes to high. Your 30-day bottom's here. Okay, 4 days to the upside. Now she's coming back down. Okay, it's in a downward trend and it's not turning around. So just keep your eye on it if you really like this one. Now, I've never bought this one. I have no idea who they are because my assumption is that they probably don't have any dividends or not enough dividends. ELF into Yahoo Finance. I always tell people if you're going to be trading, you need to find yourself a good financial website. Okay, I use Yahoo Finance. You can use Google Finance. You can use Moody's. You can use the Times. You can use Wall Street Journal. You can use New York Stock Exchange. You can use whatever you want. Okay, so ELF, there are no dividends at this time. So I'm kind of curious. Why would you come to a dividend investing show and ask about a company that has no dividends? I'm just kind of curious about that. ELF is a no. Sorry. Okay, what do I think? ELF, it's down on the daily. Yep. I am from India. Need to learn investment. Please advise. Namaste. Number one, I don't know anything about the Indian market. I do know foreign markets, you can only exercise the options on the day of expiration. That much I do know. Who's the best companies to invest in the Indian market? No clue. Jafar, hello. Greetings from... Where the hell is that? Okay, I can't even pronounce that one. Yerazilia. What do I think about Bi-City? Never heard of it. AIPI. Perillo, what is AIPI? I never heard of that. AIPI. That's why. It's a monthly. I don't do monthly. Now, there's 9,964 companies. I don't know all of them. I do know the ones that actually fit the criteria that I'm doing. Okay, you find me a stock that has 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options, I probably heard of it. This one, monthly options, nope, doesn't work. Okay, if you have enough capital, aims for 1% rate. Thanks, Irizo. How do I get started? Just send me your number, I'll give you a buzz. They send gifts to your live frequently. You can invite them to join your team. Reborn. You think that's funny. Where does 1% come from? I don't understand that question. Okay, where does 1% come from? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, you have $100 to invest. You invest $100 and your rate of return is 1%. So you get $101 back. That's where it comes from. It comes from whoever buys the option from you. If I buy, let's find a good one. If I buy Macy's at $15.78, the closest strike price is going to be the 16. Okay, the 16 is selling for 24 cents a share. That's more than 1%. That's where the 1% comes from. And actually, in this example, that's more than 1%. Okay, so whatever you buy, okay, so if I'm buying Macy's, I'm buying it at $15.78 tomorrow morning because that's the current price. Okay, if I'm buying it at that price, I want to sell at the closest strike price there is, the $15.50 or the 16, either one. I'd probably do the $15.50 because it's safer. And I'd be collecting whatever the premium is selling for. what do we have here? Tafisco, good evening, sir. How are you? King, you said no to SCMI last week at 38. Thank God I didn't listen to you. Well, all righty then, King. I'm glad you didn't listen to me. I don't know why. SMCI. Nice. Okay, look, last week it was here. Now she's up to there. Okay, now I don't do SMCI for a reason. SMCI. Okay, SMCI in, okay, super micro computers. Okay, there are no dividends in the selected time period. So the reason why I don't do SMCI, because they don't have any dividends. If they have no dividends, explain to me, if you don't mind. Okay, here's the high of the year, 120. Here's the low of the year, 20. Explain to me in a manner in which I'll understand. If you bought it somewhere around here, okay, now it's down around here. What are you collecting on this thing? Absolutely nothing. Now, you bought it here last week. Okay, fine. So you made some money. Great. Hold on to it for a long period of time, see what happens. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. Absolute worst case scenario. When, it's not an if, it's a when. Okay? When this goes down, you're collecting nothing. No dividends, no thank you. It's actually that simple. No, I'm glad you made money on it. Good for you. I don't buy it because it doesn't fit. Okay, I go shopping all the time. I see some nice clothes, I see some nice shoes. They look great. If they don't fit, I'm not going to buy them. It's that simple. You find something that works for you. King, SMCI does not work for me. I'm glad you made money on it. Seriously, I am. Good luck for you. Okay? Now, here's a question for you. Where did you buy it? And where do you plan on getting rid of it? Because although you made money on it, it ain't going to be a profit until you take it. Okay, AT. What's my thought on Lloyd's Bank, LYG? Well, let's find out. LYG. Nope. Monthly. Okay? Monthlies just don't work. The only way you are going to get cash flow on a monthly is by sitting in front of your computer. Okay? You can't get weekly cash flow from a company that has monthly options. All right, it's 11:30, so I'm going to go through the rest of the questions and then we'll be done until Sunday. Oh, CLM, no. I've started investing in U.S. markets with IND Money app, purchased Apple shares in portion. Cool beans. Gail, you have said that you set orders the night before at the market, but that it can change before open. Do you just review prior to the opening to see if you need to make changes in the order? Sometimes. Suzuki Monkey. If we do most of our buying and selling on Monday, is there anything we should be doing Tuesday through Thursday? Yep. Simple. You want to see what you do? Like it goes something like this. Okay, here's my positions. Okay, CVS. CVS. Oh, here it is right there. Cool, that's where it is. What did I buy it for? 59. What did I sell? The 46s. It's at 16. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let it go. That's it. Next, Foot Locker. FL. Foot Locker. Oh, last couple of days. Oh, it's down today. Oh, boo-hoo. Foot Locker. Where am I into it? Okay, I bought it $22.50. I sold the 19.50s. It's low. It's going to expire worthless. Let it go. Haliburton. HAL. Last 30 days. Oh, look at that. It's up today. Lovely. Review trades. I'm into it at 29. It's sold to 26s. I got to do something with that because I'm going to lose money. So here we go. Nope. Let's roll it forward. Create a rolling order. There we go. And there it is. Okay. I'm going to roll it forward. I'll buy back this week, sell next week, pick up a little change. There we go. That's it. It's not that difficult. What did I buy it for? What option did I sell? What's that now? What does that mean? Next one. Okay. So hopefully that answers your question. Next, what part of are you part of Wall Street? Hell no. What's your thoughts on Lloyd's? Nope, ain't happening. SOXL? Nope. XRP? Double hell no. Chasing Jack. James, I know you don't like the sound, like you say, trying to sell something, but can you share more information about your morning trading group? Well, Chasing Jack, the morning trading group meets every morning, 9 a.m. until you guys are done asking questions. The first half of the show is basically me trading the three. I shared three accounts. So you get to see everything I do live. Then I make all my trades, and then you can ask whatever questions you want. If you have a question about the trade I just made, I'll explain the whole thing as I do it. And then I'll dive deeper into what you have in case you have any questions. It's simple, it's safe. You can ask any questions you want. Next, my salary is just over $20K per month. It will come to $235 per month if we convert it, as I am under paying employee in industry in India, but we work for US, outsourcing. Okay. Not quite sure what you're getting at, but all right. Let's keep up with the questions. What about XRP? Hell no. Thank you for your insight. You're welcome. All right, Eve, you're going to have to check with me. I might do one tomorrow night. I'm all by myself tomorrow night. Can you give us a quick 360? A quick 360? Oh, no. What sectors are best for dividends? Don't know. I don't play that way. Okay, I do all my trades based on the calendar. Okay, these are all the companies paying dividends. Can you tell me which ones are in the oil sector, which ones are in the transportation, which one's in energy? Can you tell? I can't. So I don't do sectors. I do by which one is coming up with their dividend next. That's it. What is the trade you just showed? Selling covered calls. Yep, Dennis, that's correct. What were your 3 guarantees in life? My three guarantees in life. Are you ready for this? Death, taxes, disappointment. Lucky Gape, what's happening? Opinion on Russell 2000 stocks. You have to ask me the next time. Common equity holder last to be paid in liquidation. Okay. Thank you for that. What site are you on? That is Thinkorswim. Just curious, where are you finding the book value? Under statistics. Chasing Jack. The only problem is that I have a 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. job, so I don't think I can be online in the morning. That's okay, Jack. Every single trading class is recorded and uploaded onto Patreon. So members have access to every single episode. Jason, SCHD, hell no. SPX 69 or Giga, Chad, or Cult Meme coins, only ones, okay, rug pulling, okay. Laurie, how long did it take your daughter to learn to do it without your help? 20 minutes. It's really not difficult at all. Okay, so with my daughter, okay, Laurie, with my daughter, okay, if it's not on the list, it's a no. Okay, so this week, right here, PPG, ED, AFL, JNJ, ADM. That's it. Pick one of those. That's it. 5. Next week, ATO, AMCR, SPGI, DOV, and NEE. That's it. That's all she looked at. Okay? What is on the list this week? Now, Laurie, I'm not sure if you're in my morning trading group or not. I don't really know. But every week, I send out a list of stocks getting ready to pay out a dividend. Those are the only ones we look at. Okay? Pick one up. Boom. We're done. I only buy 1 or 2 every week. That's it. Okay? 1 or 2 come in, 1 or 2 go out. Stag, we'll have to take a look at it another time. By full porting NQ. Will, I have no idea what that means. What's your way to find the stocks to do every week? Okay, Realm Sync, are you ready? Get a pencil, paper, crayon, marker, lipstick, whatever you used to write with. I don't judge. List number 1, Dividend Kings List 2025. List number 2, Dividend Aristocrats List 2025. List number 3, Dividend Champions List 2025. List number 4, Dividend Contenders List 2025. And we're going to bring up the tail end with list number 5. If it's good enough for Warren Buffett, it's good enough for me. Warren Buffett Stock List 2025. Those 5 lists right there will give you about 300 companies to look at. I'm going to be in that position way before 28. Alrighty. What do you check? When do you check seasonality? Before I buy something. Club Med Tom. Hey, James, what was the... Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. Where is it again? Club Med Tom. What was the wrong button you pushed this morning to lose? I sold covered calls instead of buying them. So it wiped out my whole position because I had 100 contracts on one company. And I said, oh, I'm going to double down on this one. And I hit the wrong button and it ended up clearing out my position. I think I lost like $1,500 or something like that. Stupid rookie mistake. I didn't do what I said. I read the order before you hit the send button. It's a full house, so you must be doing something right. Sir, you're doing awesome. Thank you. Shocked, Amy, these people. Okay. Steve, just getting ready to leave. Steve, thanks, Jane, for another awesome live. Great weekend. I'll see you on Sunday. Yep. Oh, Pacific time. Oh, wait a second. Dude, Jack, if you're at Pacific time, you're 3 hours behind. So 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time will be 6:30 a.m. You should be good to go. It only takes 10 to 15 minutes, dude. All right. What are your thoughts on Tempest AI? No. Any thoughts on Bitto? No. That's my thought. Paul Rudd. If a stock looks good today, why wait till next week? Do you only make trades on Mondays and Fridays? No. Okay, Paul. When I say 98% of all of my money is invested on Monday, that means I have no money left to invest on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which is fine by me because I'm looking for 1% a week. Okay, if I jump in on Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not getting 1% for the week. Okay, because the week starts on Monday and the week ends on Friday. So that means I jump in on Monday and I get out on Friday. Why is Macy's your favorite? Because it was profitable last year extremely nicely. How do you find your option stocks like the calendar? I mean your dividend stocks. Realm, we just went over that. Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Warren Buffett's list. 6:30 a.m., I'm usually driving to work, my first job in the post office. But I think I can spare 20 minutes in the morning. So, Jack, the way it works is you look at your boss straight in the eye, say, dude, I need a coffee break. BV stockholders get paid last. All right, Papa Louse, thank you for that. Is this satire? Mickey, how are you today, Mickey? No, it's not satire, but thank you for asking. Would like your thoughts on Hafen. We already looked at Hafen earlier, okay? And it was a no earlier. Doesn't mean asking it twice. It's going to change. You have 7 accounts, the same or different brokers? Different brokers. Aren't dividends paid prorated by how long you've had them per quarter? Nope. You and me, you only need to own the stock for 1 day in order to qualify for the dividend. And that is just before the EX date. So if you buy on the 17th, Johnson & Johnson on the 17th, hold it past the 18th, sell it on the 19th, you still collect that dividend because you owned it on the date of record. You bought it before the EX date and you sold it after the date of record. Okay, so you only have to hold it for 1 day. This is called the wheel strategy. No, it is not. Do you invest in athletes? No, I do not. TTD, I have no idea what that means, Rico Dale. Sorry. Yeah, TTD. No, oh, a stock TTD. Yeah, you have to ask me the next time because I passed 11:30. So I answer every single question. Ooh, LMT, Lockheed Martin. Love it. Are indexes due for a correction? Don't know. It's none of my concern. I don't do indexes. You do weekly or monthly options. Hayes, only weekly options. Michael, thank you for that. Is this the new MLM? No, it is not, but thank you for that, 81. Do I trade futures? No, I do not. Out of curiosity, has she stuck with it over the years? No, she has not. James, to be 100% honest with everyone, when she turned 13, she wanted nothing to do with dad. I don't know if any of you guys have little girls at home, but she was my shadow from time she was 2 until about 12 and 13. At that point, she wanted nothing to do with me. And I didn't get to hang out with her until she was 25. Because from 13 to 25, I have no idea what goes on through women's heads. I was just the local ATM. If the price of the stock drops a lot, do you sell and move on to keep trying to sell covered calls? Okay, Eduardo, excellent question. I never, ever, ever sell at a loss. What color are your hairs? Thank you very much. Do you know why the hell they were, what the hell they were thinking? No, actually, Billy, I do not know. Okay, Chasing Jack, yep, I guess. Okay, buy and hold, we already looked at, oh, wait a minute, we didn't look at Home Depot. Damn it, sorry about that. I don't want to go postal. Nobody wants you to go postal, Jack. Hey, guess what? You just followed me on TikTok. No, I didn't, Jack. That's probably someone pretending to be me. Looks like the scammers are up and working tonight. Yes, they are. There are over 30 scammers pretending to be me. I don't follow anybody. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I follow 3 people. That's it. I follow only 3 people because they know more shit than I do. That's it. Okay? If you get a text, if you get a DM, if you get anything from someone pretending to be me, you tell them, awesome, great. You always say you'll call me. Here's my number. Give me a call. Because if you really want to talk to me, send me a number. I'll give you a call. I'm out of here. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you, whoever's in the morning trading group, I'll see you tomorrow at 2:30, just before the market closes, because that's what I do just before the market closes. I want to make sure everybody is profitable before the week closes. Other than that, we'll see you Sunday night. All right, you guys have a great night. You guys on Facebook, peace out, brother. Instagram, you guys have a great night. And you guys on TikTok, IRA, individual account for investing. Andrew, so Andre, sorry, Andre. My account is held in the corporate account. Okay. But it's a conversation for another day. And now